Hello students, hope all of you are doing fine. Now today we will start a new lesson, that is chapter 8, body movements. The topics covered in this chapters is human body and its movement, skeletal system, parts of skeleton, joints, muscular system, locomotion in animals, that is gait. Now first of all, what you have to do, you have to photocopy all the skeletal system, parts of different skeletal system like skull, then whatever is there, just photocopy it and stick it in your notebook, and then write all the features, functions and everything. So let us start with the human body and its movement. All living organism shows movements. We observe many movements in our body, like we chew the food by moving our jaws and teeth. The heart contracts and expands to circulate blood to all the parts of the body. Also, the change in the position of any part of the body with respect to its axis is called movement. Now, movement is necessary for the survival of all the living organisms, plants and animals both. The movement is needed. Now, what is locomotion? Locomotion is the movement of the whole body of an organism from one place to another. It is important in animals to find their food and water, protect them from their enemies, move from unfavorable environment to favorable environment, and find suitable places for laying eggs or bring up their young ones. So why locomotion is important? Because we can move from one place to another to find food, water, to protect ourselves from the enemies and all that. Now, skeletal system. The framework of all the bones in our body is called the skeleton. Now, the skeleton of an adult human is made up of 206 bones, and in child it is approximately 346 bones. Now, how 346 bones becomes 206 bones? As the body grows, the small bones are joined together and it is being a big bone, and so from 346 it only reduces and it only be the 206 bones in the an adult. Now, what is the function of skeleton? We all know it gives shapes to our body. It also supports our body. It gives protection to too many delicate internal organs of the body. It helps in movement of body parts, and blood cells are made inside the bone marrow. Now, in skeletons there are it has been divided into different parts like skull, then backbone, rib cage, limbs and girdles, that is shoulder bones and hip bones. Now, first we will discuss one by one skull. Here you have to stick picture of skull, and then you have to write all the parts which is written here in your notebook. So, what is skull? Skull is a bony structure of the head. It is made up of 22 bones. All the bones of skull are fixed except the lower jaw, which is movable. It enables us to chew food and speak. So, in our whole skull, only the lower jaw is movable, through which we are able to speak and chew the food. So, what is the function of skull? It protects the brain. It protects the sense organs of the face like ear, eye, nose and neck. It gives shape to our head. The next is backbone. The backbone forms the main axis of the skeleton. It is made up of 33 small bones called vertebrae. Now, these small bones form a strong column called the vertebral column, which is also known as spines, and it started from our neck part to the lower part of the body. Now, what is the function of the backbone? It protects the spinal cord, it provides support to our body, it allows to bend forward, backward, and both the side, right side and left side. And next, it attaches shoulder bone, hip bones and ribs. So, in this backbone, that is spine, all these three bones are attached: shoulder bones, hip bones and the ribs. Now, next is rib cage. It is a cage type structure, and it is made up of 12 pairs of thin and curved bones, which is known as ribs. All the 12 pairs are joined to the backbone at the back, and the first 10 pairs are joined with the chest bones or breastbone, or it is also known as sternum in the front to form a rib cage. The last two pairs of the ribs are free at the front and are called floating ribs. Now, what is the function of rib cage? It protects all the internal delicate organs like heart, lung and liver, and it also takes part in breathing movement. Next is limbs. Limbs are also known as hand and legs. There are two pairs of limbs: forelimbs, that is arms, and hind limbs, that is leg. Now, forelimbs is attached to shoulder blade by the help of ball and socket joints, and hind limbs is attached to hip bones by the help of ball and socket joints. Now, next is shoulder bones. Now, shoulder bones and hip bone, both bones are are the parts of girdles. Shoulder bone is known as upper girdle and hip bone is known as lower girdle. So, shoulders are the part of the body to which our arms are attached. There are two shoulder bones, collar bones and shoulder. There are two shoulder bones, that is collar bones and shoulder bones. The upper arm fits into the sockets of shoulder blade, forming ball and socket joints. The function is collar bones on the two sides of the neck keep our shoulder apart, and it also provides site for muscle attachment which moves the arm, neck and upper part of the body. Now, the lower girdle is hip bone. It forms a large basin shaped frame at the lower end of the backbone in which the legs are attached. The thigh bones are joined to the hip bone by the ball and socket joints. Now, function is it supports and protects the lower organs of the body, and also it attaches legs to our body. It also provides site for muscle attachments that moves legs and hips. So, these are the different parts of the skeletal system. Now, in next video we will discuss about the joints, muscular system and then locomotion in animals. Till then, bye.